Hello, air signs. It's Lulu. Thank you. And today I'm going to do your Mudra reading, of course. I'm also going to add, it's late 30. And I said I wasn't going to do these readings late 30, but I think that the energy is clear for me to do them. So I'm following my higher self saying it's time. Okay. Because I have insomnia. Anyway, but I've been straying away from doing readings at night during this time. But I think things are clearing up. A lot of the mass hysteria and a lot of things that needed to be that you needed to go through. You've gone through most of it, and so you may be on the tail end of it. Here, it was a huge wake up call, and I just kept getting so much like death and sickness and stuff. I had already told folks in January to get their affairs in order. I didn't know all this was going to come, but wills and trust and probate kept coming up. Whew. Now, angels, what do you have for the air signs? Trishula, unity, bringing it, pulling it all together, working. Okay, so there may be some type of conflict with working with someone needing to collaborate here. There's possibly two different avenues that have opened up for you that is causing some type of confusion, so you got to pull yourself together before you can make some decisions right here. There may be a number of challenges that have come about, and you may need some help, so it's going to be on you how this happens. This is following your intuition, sweets. Okay. Yeah, taking your time to make a decision, knowing who to call for what, how to do things in a certain manner. Slow and steady wins the race, okay? Any challenges that may come about, I always see a big-ass snail right there. Something that you may have been working on since spring of last year, or like you may have had some things that finally blossom and now you have to slow down. This time may have slowed you down, but that is okay, because what's happening is that you are working through certain challenges. You are working through some instability in order to instability in what though? It may have to do with communication. It may have to do with your beliefs. There may be a conflict of beliefs here, so let's clarify. I also feel that this is going to be a very good time for you to join forces where in spaces or places or with people who you wouldn't normally. Temperance, see? Cool head and a cool mind. Clear mind, cool head. Finding the balance in certain situations, knowing that a divine timing is at play. Really being open to divine intervention, knowing that when you see it. I also feel in order for you to make certain decisions, you can't be making decisions out your emotions. It's right here. You need to make, stable, balanced decisions. Not be so ready to say no or turn down certain things. Because there may be some differences in beliefs or differences of opinion. I also feel that there's a leveling out of sorts, leveling the playing field. The perfect balance of being grounded and also using your intuition here, because you're very sensitive at this time. So a lot of what you are receiving, a lot of what you are picking up, a lot of the people, like there's a lot of clearing of sorts, and it's going to take for you to come from a space of not fleeting emotion, not fleeting movement, right? it's going to be something to the sense of allowing things to flow as they are, but knowing that you are in the right space, doing what you need to at the right time, so that you won't become drained or overwhelmed by certain things that are transpiring. You won't become emotional around your moon phase if you're a woman, right? If you're a man, not becoming falling into the moon phase of your spouse or the energies around you. That's what it said. Finding that level, moving from a space of a leveled perception, or the way that you look at things, the way that you do things, a heightened awareness when it comes to just really balancing out your masculine and feminine energies as well. Oh, I didn't tell y'all what we rocking to. 528 hertz. Fire up your self-confidence. Now, clarify this. Temperance for my beautiful air signs. Making a decision and sticking to it. Some of you may be in a space where it is important for you to not be so guarded when you do decide, when you come to this crossroads and need to make a decision, not be more, because, you know, the thoughts, all this is balance. All this is trying to do the right thing and make the right decisions, and kind of fearful of you know, going with what your intuition say. Don't do that. It's your life. Now, I'm saying here where when it comes to you just making a decision on what you want to work on, who you want to work with, how you want to work on things, it's important for you to remember that the thoughts can influence the emotions. And if you become too, like this person is guarded on this side, that angel is very guarded, right? You know, very stubborn. So you may be having to have some type of temperance when it comes to temper your emotions or your behavior or the way that you do things when dealing with someone or something. You don't want to get in your feelings, but you also don't want to be so guarded that you miss your blessing. That's what they said. Because there may be a decision that has to do with unpredictability. There may be a decision that you may not be fully aware of what the outcome. Well, you never really are fully aware of an outcome, because they're not telling what might happen. But there's a choice that needs to be made, but it needs to be made from a space of, I just feel like it's logic. You need to make a logical decision. Weigh it out and see which direction that you want to go and move forward with it. Because I also feel when it comes to taking a stance or going and choosing a direction in your life and choosing a direction on where you want to go and how that looks and what that looks like to you, there's some uncertainty there. It'll come to you. Angels, what information do you have for this Unity card? Look, I told you it's going to come to you. That's the moon right there. I don't have time for this. Don't allow yourself to be overwhelmed with anxieties and certain type of fears and things that aren't even real. Let's stick to, you know, the facts. Let's stick to what we can clearly see when making a move, and not being overwhelmed with emotion and thinking that you're having some type of epiphany and it's really not an epiphany. Then that puts you on guard to where you are back to being indecisive, not wanting to make certain decisions, fearful of how this may work and how it may, you know, feeling judged or restricted. That's what they said. Now, there's something about things being brought to light. There's no need to fear the things that may be brought to light. There's no need to fear certain conversations that may be need to be had, right? You may have been thinking about how you can approach a certain situation without ruffling feathers. Sometimes feathers need to be ruffled. Take it from me. I trigger people every day on YouTube, bitch. I'll be trying to. But you just never know. So you want to make the right decision, right? Some of you may even be in a space where you feel like if you make a decision to reveal a secret, or if a secret is revealed, that this is going to cause some type of turmoil. This is going to cause some type of lower vibrational backlash. Okay? So you want to be mindful of that. So what is this card? unification, clarity, equilibrium, right? Equilibrium, right? It supports the nervous and endocrine systems, improves mental clarity, activates the pituitary gland, and awareness of all senses. So you'll hold your hand like this and away from your body, fingers facing outward, right? And your affirmation is, clarity fills all of my senses, leading me to unity with everything. Clarity, because you ain't trying to be, when you get confused and need more information and need to get back in tune with your star player because it's just too much going on there, you've got all this fear, worry, stress. It's an illusion, Susan. So, clarity fills all of my senses, leading me to unity with everything. Clarity fills all my senses and leads me to unity with everything. Everything? Everything. Thank you. All right, let's go over your surrender. I'm pretty sure it's going to have something much to do with your reading. What do the earth signs need to surrender? Angels, what information do you have for my beautiful air signs for their highest good, honey? Booyah. Ooh. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. It's time for you to walk through the door. Igor. I'm seeing here in this card that there's some, you're opening the door, walking into the door of happiness and healing. You're walking into the door of what it is that your soul is calling for, but you need to know that everything is going to work out the way that it needs to. Your past does not represent where you are and where you are going. You've been doing the work. Continue to do so. Surrender to silence. Get out there on your island. It's right here. Now, it says in quiet meditation or contemplation, let go and enter the stillness within. Silence can heal and replenish you. So when it's time for you to go in the attic, okay, go in there. But otherwise, surrender to silence on your island. I dated a guy once who would go on the island when I would start nagging and bitching. He would go right on the island. He'll just lay there twiddling his feet like, oh, this is beautiful out here. Just start setting up the scenery. And it made me shut up. Whatever, he knew what to do. Now, there's a need for clarity when it comes to, there's a need to move into this space where there will be clarity when you pull back, when you release yourself or relieve yourself of certain responsibilities, when you release or relieve yourself of certain thoughts and anxieties, when you go on the island. Tyrant. It's right there. That's how I'm gonna go. Gotta do these May readings. Turtle. Whatever. Bye.